tiny house prepper.
Live simple, live free. Road trip.
We're going on a road trip.
Yet we are going to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
And I'm driving.
Yeah, you're driving.
Because 500 miles a day in my big truck just isn't enough.
Bless his heart. Oh my goodness. Our anniversary's coming up. It'll be our 38th, which is amazing. And so we have been able to make arrangements to spend the night in Lancaster. And we're going to be going to a theater called Sight and Sound to see Samson. And apparently this theater is just extraordinary. So we're going to go to an Amish, it's all Amish country. So we're hoping to see people in the Amish buggies, and we're going to, go to an Amish restaurant. We'll tell you all about it. So we're pretty excited.
So we're driving down Route 501 right through the heart of Lancaster County, and there are Amish farms all over the place, and it's very possible that there will be buggies. In fact, there's another buggy. Point the camera there. They really use the buggies, and they are everywhere here. You have to be careful with them as you drive down this road. There's two buggies. There's one on each side.
Oh, cool.
It makes it really difficult to pass them. Shoot this one as we go past. Yes, they really use the buggies.
Yep, they do.
Look at the little ones hanging out of the backside there.
Oh, how cute. This is where we're going to have our lunch today. It's called Good and Plenty Restaurant. I was reading in here, they were chosen as one of AAA's top 10 best down-home dining restaurants in North America, as well as the best local Pennsylvania Dutch restaurant for 19 years. That's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is like inside and eating our first Amish meal. We're in the Good and Plenty restaurant, and I just got my food. And we lived in Germany for 3 years, and I loved their sauerkraut there. And you can't find it like that in the States very easily. This is delicious sauerkraut. It's pork and sauerkraut. It's some German potato salad, which I dumped a bunch of pepper on. I love pepper on it, and wonderful fresh corn. I'm impressed. It's really good. Oh my goodness.
I got a dish called the Pennsylvania Dutch Sampler. It's got chicken and meatloaf, and this is also the same thing she had. This is the pork and sauerkraut, and it's really good. You know, Pennsylvania Dutch is actually not Dutch, it's actually German, it's actually Deutsch, and
Yes.
Deutsch became Dutch. So this is the German sauerkraut, and you just can't get German sauerkraut in America, so it's really good.
It's wonderful.
And over here is a dish they call Chow Chow, which I've never heard of before. It's basically just raw vegetables that have a real heavy vinegar and sugar sauce on it. It's almost like pickled vegetables. It's actually, to tell you the truth, much better than I expected it to be. I'm really enjoying it. So it's kind of a unique experience.
I would love
Very
that
good.
They make their own homemade ice cream here, and that's what I'm having for dessert, chocolate and strawberry. And it is really good, in very generous portions. It's delicious. Tastes like being back at Grandma's farm again.
For dessert, I'm having their homemade apple crumb pie. It works for me.
As I like to say, yum.
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 We ate here in a fairly private little dining room, only half a dozen tables, which was nice. But then right around the corner, right back there, they have what looks like a very large room with like a banquet hall and buses back there. So this is really actually quite a large place, and you can see that room's pretty full.
Right here at the same place we ate, they have a really nice, pretty extensive gift shop. And when we buy things, it has to, we can't accumulate a whole lot, but we've needed measuring cups. And I also like to put things in the house that really add beauty. And Bill found these. And it's the most beautiful set of measuring cups. It looks like they're stainless steel. But it's a chicken and a pig and a cow, but just beautifully made. And then if you look, it's it's really pretty on the back. I think that we are going to enjoy finding a spot to hang these, and we're going to enjoy using them. And I'm going to get rid of some extremely dilapidated measuring cups that I have. So anyway, isn't that neat? So he's going to show you a little bit more of the shop.
That there in the back is the roof from the original farmhouse, and the room that we were in was in that original farmhouse. But then they have also built all of this, and that's where the big room was with all the people in it. And if you notice, buses, and way in the back, lots of buses, and they have a parking lot back there that's as big as a grocery store. This place must be really hopping sometimes. I'm glad we got here early and we were in that private little room. But even with all the people that can potentially be here, this is definitely a destination. Okay, here we are in Burhan, Pennsylvania, and it's a little bit east of Lancaster, and it seems to actually be like the epicenter of everything Amish, at least commercial Amish. Behind me is the Burhan Farmers Market, which we've heard a lot about. We're really excited about going in and seeing what it's all about.
We're inside the market now, and as soon as you step through the doors, you're just overcome by the incredible smell of food in here. Spices and a whole bunch of different incredible smells. And I realized I made a logistical error. Now my meal was awesome, and so was the ice cream. But if I'd known that there were going to be caramel apples here, I would have not had ice cream, and I would have waited till we got to the farmer's market. But right now, oh goodness, I'm too full. So many neat homemade things.
Elizabeth was talking about the caramel apples, and they look great. But what about these caramel marshmallows? Caramel chocolate marshmallows. They're almost as big as the apples.
They're close.
We're just overwhelmed here by all of the incredible homemade foods and candies and canned goods, and as well as all the crafts and everything. It's a beautiful place. If you should ever get into Lancaster area, you got to come to the Burhan Farmers Market. You'll spend a long time here. It's a really cool place. Now that's a real cashew turtle. And pecan turtles. Those are as big around as my fist.
Yeah, to see if we get a perspective of hand or something here.
They look really good. Want to try some samples? Here's samples of all of the jellies and sauces you can put on crackers. Hot pepper jelly, habanero mango jam, apple cinnamon jelly. This looks great. Here's the original Thrive meal in a jar.
This is Amish friendship soup. Pretty cool.
Beautiful handmade quilts.
Oh, goodness. Look at the one with the buggy on it. These are exquisite. These are hand stitched. They're not machine stitched. Wow. I wish I had my sister here with me.
And then the big ones over here. These are beautiful. But the prices on these are like $500. Which makes sense. They're all handmade, hand stitched.
Yeah, that's all hand done. Oh my.
You like?
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. We are surrounded in here by so many beautiful handmade pieces of furniture and just things for the house and stuff with such beautiful words written on it. It makes me cry. And I was just thinking about how much money I'm saving because I don't have any room for anything at home. But I've sure enjoyed looking at it. I could spend hours in here.
So we enjoyed ourselves at the farmer's market. We could have spent hundreds of dollars there, but we got away with just buying a few pounds of buckwheat flour at a very good price. Buckwheat flour, by the way, is not wheat. For those of you that don't know that, it's gluten-free. It's actually a root of a plant.
It's
sort of.
It's like a rhubarb type of plant.
Yeah. So anyway, we left there and now we've checked into our hotel. This is a Comfort Inn. And it's very nice to actually have a couch in our hotel room. I always appreciate that, so you don't have to just sit on the bed, you know. So we're going to have a couple hours to relax here in the cool air conditioning before we leave this evening to go over to Sight and Sound to the show tonight, which is the main reason that we were here in Lancaster, and we're really looking forward to it.
I've heard that the Sight and Sound shows are incredible. We're going to see Samson. Well, here we are right in front of the Sight and Sound Theater. There's signs everywhere that say they've been doing this for 40 years now, since 1976. This is a world-class theater experience, and it's all based on the Bible and on stories from the Bible. So we're very, very much looking forward to this, and I'm seeing what it's going to be like tonight.
Wait, did I? Put my phone.
All right, so here we are back at the hotel room after watching the show Samson. I'm really sorry that we couldn't show you anything on the video, but they have very strict rules about, you know, copywriting for no pictures or videos allowed during the show, and it makes sense.
Yeah, I understand that.
But it was an overwhelming experience.
It really was.
It's absolutely world-class Broadway type quality. It's a musical. I didn't know whether it was going to be a musical or just a play, but it's a musical. The voices are fabulous. The dancing was so energetic and just, it was overwhelming. And the auditorium that we were in, the set went 3 sides all the way around. So we were kind of sitting actually like 10 rows from the front, and we were up closer to the front, and we had to look all the way around to the sides to see what was going on around the sides. At one point they had people on trapezes swinging out across the audience and all kinds of stuff.
It seats 2,100 people in there.
And it was absolutely booked up. In fact, you have to make reservations like 6 months in advance to be able to even get it. We went about 4 months in advance, and we were very lucky to get one of the last seats available. And then to find out it was such a good seat, it was unbelievable.
God was so good. We had incredible seats. We've talked about that everything was such top-notch, unbelievably good quality, but it was such a powerful experience. They are truly, truly honoring God and making this thing feel so big and so epic and real. There's things happening all around you, live animals. They come right down past you in the aisles. They say it's immersive, and it is. You're really in kind of the middle of what's going on.
They had a number of horses. They had a couple camels. They had a llama, dogs, pigs, goats.
And one great big rhinoceros that was not, it was the only not real animal, but they did a good job faking that rhinoceros.
But all the animals are right up there on stage and going right down the aisles between the seats and
well, and the incredible passion as they were singing and as they did all the acting, and at one point everything was on fire, and it was just absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So the production was unreal. It was, like I said, it was world class, Broadway quality.
Oh, absolutely.
But ultimately, it was the message. It's all Christian. They do different stories from the Bible, and the heart of God was it came out through it, and the glory and the power of God.
We cried through pretty good sections of it. It just, to see this small group of Hebrews just crying out, singing an incredible song of praise in the middle of all these Philistines that were mocking God and making fun of Him, and there were moments that just really, truly gripped our hearts. And I tell you what, when that, because in Samson he knocks the whole Philistine temple down. I was expecting it to be dramatic. Oh my goodness, It
felt like the whole entire theater was falling down around us.
Yeah. Everybody's applauding at the end, and Bill and I are both just like holding each other, just crying out of just the power and majesty of all of it. So they have one here in the Lancaster area, and they have one in Branson, Missouri. And we just wanted to share a little bit. It was truly an incredible experience, one I'm not ever going to forget.
Like I keep saying, it's every bit as good as Broadway, but everybody should know about this, and it's actually much easier to get to than it is, Manhattan, if you don't live there. To go to Broadway can be really difficult to get to.
Hard to park.
Here in Lancaster and then out there in Branson, Missouri, it's much more accessible to so many more people than Broadway would be.
I was just reading about it. They said they have 800,000 people a year come to these shows. Wow.
They have a website, site-sound.com.
Okay.
While we were there in the gift shop, they also have DVDs of their previous ones. They didn't have Samson, the one I just did.
Because it's just coming out.
But we bought this collection, Sight and Sound Theaters, where the Bible comes to life. This is a collection of 5 of their previous ones. Moses, Noah, Ruth, Joseph, and Jonah. And we haven't seen any of these yet, but we're really excited. This is Moses. We're really excited about getting home to be able to watch them. This is the video of the live productions. They have these for sale on the website, so I really highly recommend, if you're interested, you go to the website. Not only do you can get the collection, or you can get the individual ones, and they also have a lot of trailers and a lot of information. And she just started watching it, and it's like I kept saying, "Shut that off! We got to get this done."
And I'm like, "This is so cool." They have the CDs of the music. Oh my goodness, the music, the singers. It was just truly incredible. Beautiful, beautiful voices, very powerful.
Yes, absolutely.
And So, watching the DVD is not going to be like having it happening all around you, but we realize now the immensity of it, and I think when we watch it, we're going to be able to have a kind of an idea of what it was, kind of an idea what it must be like.
When they do these shows, they do the same show for a year, and then they change and they do another one for a whole year. And they said this one they took 3.5 years to.
He said, yeah, 3 years for get all the script writing, all the songwriting, all the set design, training the animals, getting everything ready. It was and funny. There were some moments, that were just absolutely hilarious. So.
This was the whole purpose of our trip down here to Lancaster, and we were not disappointed.
Oh goodness! No.
We've had friends in church telling us for years, "You got to go to Sight and Sound. It's so cool," and we just
never had a chance.
So we just decided it's our anniversary. We got to do something special, and actually, our anniversary is next weekend.
But we couldn't get tickets for 4th of July.
Yeah, our anniversary is on July 1st, and we couldn't get tickets for that because that's the 4th of July weekend.
Right.
And we were very fortunate to get it to today, which is 1 week before our anniversary. So
I started crying. My glasses are all steamed up. I guess you guys can see me. I can't. I can't see you.
So if you ever have an opportunity to go to Sight and Sound, either here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or in Branson, Missouri, by all means, make advance reservations 6 months in advance. You can go to the website. You can make the reservations. You need to do it.
Yeah.
You really need to do it.
It will really bless you, and I'm so grateful to see people who love the Lord offering up something of such incredible excellence.
Yes.
Because that's what we need to be doing. God deserves more than our very best. I love you.
Love you.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, you too. 38 years.
I know. Can you believe it's 38 years?
How can it be 38 years when we're only 30 years old?
I was going to say, I'm not 38. How could I be married 38 years? Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Well, here we are. We are at the Bird in Hand on Sunday. And as you can see, it's all empty, and it looks like that a lot of the stuff that we had wanted to try to do is closed. And it dawned on me, this is Amish country, and so I got a feeling that they don't do stuff on Sundays. So it's kind of a disappointment, but I also really respect it, and it makes sense. So we'll enjoy looking at the outsides of stuff and have whatever adventure we can. All right.
So we've just discovered something about Lancaster County. Everything's closed on Sundays.
Yep.
There's a lot of more touristy things that we wanted to see, and everything is literally closed. It's taken us back like 50 years for when we were kids to when everything was actually closed on Sunday. It's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, we really appreciate the fact that these people down here, the Amish, really respect the Sabbath.
Yeah. And they're actually resting and getting together, and I think it's wonderful.
And so we did find one restaurant that was open. It's called Plain and Fancy, and we had a meal there, and it was pretty good. So I guess we're about to head home.
Yeah, I got me a little Amish cookbook. I'm looking forward to looking through it. Alrighty. I've really enjoyed the feeling of being able to look at things and enjoy all this really neat stuff that's around, and realize that I don't really have to take it home with me. We have seen a video one time where a man was saying that, I'm trying to remember who it was, but was saying that wealth really doesn't come from possessions, it's from experiences. And I think that's really true. And there's been some wonderful experiences this weekend. So I guess we're going to sign off. We got a long drive home. And so we're going to say that we love you guys and appreciate you. And, if you like it and subscribe.
And thank you for coming along with us.
Yeah, thanks for coming with us this weekend.
Always remember, live simple.
Live free.
Live free.
God bless you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.